Hey folks, so this is a video on section 3.7. I'm going to do two different examples in this section. The first thing I want to point out to you is to please take note of the formula up in the top corner of the page. We're going to be using this in the very first question that we go through. So let's head down to number 6 and notice the directions on number 6. We're supposed to be finding the missing zeros and the standard equation of p of x. I've been given 2 zeros, so let's go ahead and write down the 2 zeros that we've been given. I'm told that x equals 0 is one of my zeros, and I'm also told that x equals 4 minus 3i is my second zero. We know that by the conjugate zeros theorem that if 4 minus 3i is a 0, then the conjugate has to be a 0. So I know then that x is equal to 4 plus 3i. I also know here, in order to be able to use my little formula, I need to know what my a and b are, and here's where I'm going to get that. And so my a value is 4, my b value is a 3. Once I know my zeros, I can easily get my factors. So if I get my first factor, that's just going to be the factor x. If you subtract 0 on both sides, you just get x minus 0, which is the same thing as x. My second factor, moving everything over to the left side with the x, is going to be x minus 4 plus 3i. And my last factor, moving everything over to the left, is going to be x minus 4 minus 3i. So now what I need to do is I need to take my 3 factors and I need to multiply them together to be able to get my p of x. So that's what I'm going to do over here on the right. So if I just simply take all 3 of my factors and multiply them together. For the moment I'm going to leave the x alone, but I'm going to use this handy dandy formula up here to be able to find out what these two, when I multiply them in my question, is going to equal. So when I multiply these together, using my formula, I have x squared minus 2a, there's my ax, plus a squared plus b squared. So that's just plugging it straight into my little formula. Clean that up. I know that my squareds are going to go first, and I'm also going to do my multiplying here, combine my like terms, and then the last thing I'm going to do is distribute my x. So this will give me the standard equation of p of x.